This is Karikter Asked It. You already know Karikter did it. I'm here with Jon Cu. Bro, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from?
Hey, what up, guys? My name is Jon Cu. It's kind of hard because I don't know where to start. But I think basically, I want to say I guess I'm a fitness influencer. I hate to use that word, freaking fitness influencer. I really do because I'm old. I'm 35, bro. But I really do. I'm trying to spread my social media in the fitness industry. So technically, I guess I am a fitness influencer. A little bit about myself. I'm a small country boy from Mississippi, small country boy, but now I reside in Dallas. I basically started pushing social media after my college sweetheart. Let's just say it ended poorly. It was a 15-year relationship. It ended poorly, but I've gone through a lot of life happenings that make me interesting. Most people know me for the 130-pound weight loss. Most people don't look like me when they lose 130 pounds, if that makes sense. And then there's more to me, man. Ex-alcoholic. I'm a full-time nurse, which most people they get a little surprised, right? Man, yeah. That's the gist, I guess.
Where are you from?
Long Beach, Mississippi. I was born in Gulfport, Mississippi, but I went to high school in Long Beach, Mississippi. So right on the Gulf Coast. If anybody's from Mississippi.
And you said you went to college?
Yes. Oh, so I went to Ole Miss for 2 years, which is in Mississippi. I got my first degree in exercise science in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Then I moved to Dallas in about 2012. Let's just say I went to chiropractic school, and man, I diddle-daddled for years, bro. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. That's one interesting part of my life there. Is it okay if I get into that?
Sure, absolutely.
So basically, I moved to Dallas to get into chiropractic school. After about a year, I didn't like it, bro. I honestly was just like, I don't dig this. I couldn't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. So I left, straight up. I just left. But after that, I basically became an alcoholic, played a bunch of World of Warcraft all day, every day, and just did nothing with my life. Until one day with my best friend, we did a bunch of shrooms for the first time in my life. And when I tell you I tripped out, I had the worst trip of my life. I was suicidal, 100%.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I tripped out in the bathroom. It was bad, but it was good at the same time. So at that point, it was like, I was almost like God telling me, hey, bro, you are doing absolutely nothing with your life. And it hit, when I say it hit me, I was suicidal. I thought about ending my life, ish. Not hard, but if I'm being transparent, I thought about it because I was like, oh my God, this is. But that moment, I decided to push towards nursing school. My ex at the time was a nurse. And I was like, fuck it, I got to pick something and I got to go for it. I picked nursing school. I immediately got a job at a coffee shop, like a shitty Starbucks, in which I fucking hated. But it got me to just start taking classes towards nursing school. And I ended up taking the classes I needed. And I've gotten to nursing school, man. Yeah.
That's a crazy story. It's an unfortunate feeling that you had in that time.
Yes.
But that is the thing, shrooms have the ability to make you see the truth you need to, whether you want to or not. And you made the changes.
Yeah,
that's something to be proud of, for real,
For sure. Let's see. During this time, so basically I became a nurse, and then during this time, my weight's always fluctuated throughout my life, man. When I mean my weight's always been up and down my whole life. It wasn't until after my split, bro, that I got this jacked. I've never been this jacked before. Seriously. Yeah, I was broken, dude. I lost 40 pounds there. And just I was dead, bro. So just in reference, I weighed 130 pounds at the time. After the split, I lost all my body fat and I basically regained it. I've had the loose skin surgery, which most people get curious about. Somebody with my amount of weight loss, they have loose skin, and I had the surgery. Yeah, so I had it done on my abdomen in about 2000. I forget. I want to say it was right before COVID, maybe 2019, somewhere around there. So where to now?
At what point did you stop drinking?
Oh, okay. My college sweetheart split, which happened about 6 months ago. When that happened, I immediately did a few things. I went straight to Alcoholics Anonymous because I knew I had a drinking problem because that was part of the issue. I immediately got into therapy, which I've never done therapy in my life before. Asians are very taboo against therapy. We're typically like deal with your own shit type of people, right? And plus it costs money. But I said I need help. I was broken, bro. I needed help for sure. And when I tell you, that was one of the batteries. That was one of the best things I've ever done in my life for sure. I advocate therapy, man. It really helped me a lot. It saved my life, actually, I would say. But at that moment, I got into Alcoholics Anonymous and I quit blasting alcohol. So I'm in a weird spot where I still struggle with it because I'm pushing my social media. I am so social that I have a 2-drink rule. I still struggle with it, but I have not been drunk since I've been to Alcoholics Anonymous. I went to Alcoholics Anonymous for maybe like a month or two. But when I tell you, I didn't really resonate with it because even my sponsor was like, yo, bro, I know you want to go to that bar right now and just grab a drink. And I honestly was like, I really don't. You know what I mean? Like I was just being upfront. That's how he talked to me. So I got a sponsor, which you have to get a sponsor, right? And he was like, hey, yeah, bro, let me level with you, bro. I know you want to go in that bar. Like, this is what he told me. Right now, you want to go to that bar and you want to grab that shot. I just literally was just like, I don't. I honestly don't. I know I love
like a tactic to see if you would break or anything.
I don't know, but when I tell you, most people in Alcoholics Anonymous, again, I'm not hating. I'm just trying to say I didn't seem like I was on that level of like wanting to drink. I want to drink. I crave it.
Right.
I definitely was drinking like 10 to 12 shots a night at the time. I was a functional alcoholic. I was going to work. I was going to school.
Sure.
I convinced myself that I wasn't. But once I quit, yeah, I didn't crave it. I was like, dude, I'm trying to fix myself. I don't give a shit about drinking right now, you know? So I ended up stopped going to Alcoholics Anonymous and just kind of made myself have that 2 to 3 drink rule. Again, I struggle with it a little bit. There has been times where I probably drank one too many beers and I can tell I was craving it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It was the feeling was definitely there. Yeah.
The inhibitions went away.
Yeah. My last interview. So like this, I had a friend do a YouTube interview on me. Because when I tell you I get batshit crazy in the gym, I don't think anybody gets as crazy as me. I'm batshit crazy. He literally did an interview on me because he said, you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy. And I was drinking during that interview and I had about 3 or 4 shots and I could tell I was itching for it. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So this is an ongoing process, man. It's nuts.
Hey, bro, you're self-aware though, and that's huge.
It's true. I don't know, man. My life's crazy. I kept telling my viewers, I never knew how different I was until I started doing social media. I am very different than the rest of the world, like 100%. I just, yeah, it's nuts, man. I'm being dead ass serious, man. Until I started just posting up on the internet, and people were like, "You're interesting." Like, I started doing my social media like just with pictures. And then I had people that were like, you need to make videos, bro. And then that slowly turned into me vlogging my life through my Instagram stories. And then that slowly turned into me just posting more on Instagram, which is my main platform. And it's been growing pretty rapidly, relative, right?
How long ago did you start?
I would say I made my first video in January 11th. I made literally, it was so awkward. I was in the gym by myself and I was like, hey, you know, and then slowly it turned into a mixture of videos and pictures. And then now it's like all, because people just love videos. They just want to see me all day, it seems like, because I am crazy. It's the truth, man.
That's an amazing feeling though. Like, how many followers do you have?
I think just 5.2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But I started with 500 when I
No,
started.
that's solid, bro. That's solid as hell.
Yeah.
In 6 months.
Yeah. And when I tell you, I don't know, things have just been kind of flowing lately. It's flowing. Like, I just got out of Instagram jail. I was in Instagram jail for like
What
2 weeks,
happened?
bro. The first time, I want to say the first time I was spamming. I was spamming follows because this is all new to me. I learned when I follow people, typically they're like, "Oh, this motherfucker looks crazy and interesting." They would follow me back, so I was like, "Oh, this is easy." Follow, 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 follow. Like, I was following my followers. For example, I started this by meeting people at the gym mainly. I'll just come up to people and say hi, take a selfie with them, and then network. I noticed when I was like following, let's say, for example, some college students, I would go into their followers and just follow people. Every single person was like following me back. So I spammed it. And do not do that, guys. If you're trying to, just letting you know, Instagram goes, that's a no-no. And they lock you out of comments, following. I call it Instagram jail. I was jailed for a week. The second time was BS, I call. I tried to upload, I swear to God, I tried to upload a reel and immediately got locked. And I was like, no, seriously. And it kind of scarred me because I didn't upload reels for like 3 weeks because I was like,
damn.
I was so scared to get jailed. But I started uploading reels again, thank God. So
That's so, Instagram's funny like that. It does things. Someone else just said they wouldn't let him do it for some copyright issue that didn't make any sense.
Yep, one of my friends just got jailed too for someone reported him for some kind of content. I think it's because he had a mask on. He did the typical workout like flexing, but he had a mask on. Somebody reported him for wasn't harassment, but something dumb, and he got jailed for a day. And it's just like, yeah.
So do you know where you want to take this whole social media hustle?
I think I do now. So, honest to God, when I first started, I had no idea. I was just like, I think I've always been like the most social person ever. I was like really popular in school. I just didn't with my ex because I kind of, in my head, I would get in trouble with females, or I just didn't talk to females. I didn't realize how unhealthy that was until I went to therapy. My therapist was like, that's very unhealthy. I just thought it was normal for a guy not to talk to females. Again, I'm not fully blaming my ex, but definitely was some on that part. Currently, with my social media, I noticed that there's just certain things I like. For example, I like fashion. So I'm getting more and more companies. I had a few companies send me some free clothing to review. So honestly, I think if I grow my following enough, I would like to get into fashion. Whatever companies are willing to, whether you call it sponsoring or,
Affiliate marketing.
So this is all new to me. I actually started working with, I guess you could call like a manager. He's like a friend that I kind of reference, and he's been teaching me the lingo a little bit of like usage rights, kind of like he takes a look at what companies are offering me. For example, I had a company that wanted me to like do Amazon reviews, and long story short, he told me it's like not worth the amount of work I would have to put in to review that product. It was like an arbitrary like vitamin D from Amazon, put this on your page for like 3 months or something, right. But then it was like a minimal amount of pay. So that's kind of where I'm at. My main goal, I think, since I'm in the fitness industry, for some reason, I started gunning this young LA company, like hardcore. I wear all their clothing. I just really dig their style. It's kind of my target audience. It's like a younger fitness crowd. So my main goal would be to build my following and get, I guess, sponsored or get sponsored by that company. And I really think, for some reason, that's my goal.
No, for sure. Hey, and it'll happen. Speak it into existence, bro. For real.
Bet, bro. Bet.
How so that's where I'm at right now. With these affiliates, is it Social Cat or is it something else?
What do you mean by Social Cat?
Okay, that's the only website I know of to be able to get connected with affiliates to send you products and things like that. How are you getting connected with them?
They reach out to me through Instagram.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I had one company, which was like a gym clothing company. They're like, yo, they noticed, I guess, me spamming clothing reviews from Young LA, which I started doing. And they're like, hey, we'll send you our clothing for free. And I was like, you pat my back, I'll pat your back. Well, I didn't. So they didn't even tell me to do a review. This last clothing company was Prevail. And they sent me a box of clothing. So I said, you know what? You send me a box of clothing, I'll model it, tag you, which I tagged them, and I modeled the clothing for them in a post. Again, I scratched their back,
That's awesome, bro.
they scratched mine. And I've had, again, a few other companies kind of reach out to me, but now I'm in this weird spot where it's like some of it's kind of finicky, some of it's kind of like these smaller, don't cancel me, but like Chinese companies that I'm like, seems kind of, because I'm getting so busy with my schedule that it's like I have to. Even my friend told me, whatever, my manager, whatever you want to call him, he told me you're going to have to start saying no 90% of the time. I'm a kind of hard at saying no because I'm always like, I'm a talker, right? So I'm always like, I'll listen, right? And he's like, dude, you got to learn to like either filter it out or you'll be, yeah. So I'm in this weird
and exciting
spot.
for you, though.
It is.
It's
Man.
flattering
really
when people hit you up. I can't wait for someone to hit me up, send me something. Like,
I literally was just talking about you because I vlog my stories. I was like, this guy does like interesting interviews on people. I just kind of dig the way you edit or whatever, and I'm like, I hope you blow up.
I appreciate that.
Sorry. My main thing, even though I'm I guess, fitness influencer, my channel didn't start blowing up until I started pushing this positivity thing. I really swapped to just pushing positive vibes and being a gym bro and just spreading good energy into the world. And when I tell you, people 100% were like all for it. That's when my follower count really started to go through the roof. I didn't realize, again, just how, I don't know, especially in social media, how self-centered people are. Like, people find it weird. So my thing literally is like, I'll just walk up to someone and be like, hey, my name's Jonathan. What do you do? I'll offer to take a selfie with them. They usually follow me on Instagram, and then I'll promote whatever they do. If they have a company, if they just do fitness, I'll tag them in my post, and I'm like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But it's almost like I get weirded out that no one else does it. It's crazy.
Well, collabing is huge. Collabing is a huge thing when you're trying to grow social media.
It's yeah, so I don't know. That's where I'm at. I basically swapped to positivity, and just even this got me to meet you. You reached out to me, and I'm like, bro, like, I would love to see you blow up. I would love to see. I don't know. I thought your content was cool. Yeah, you just interviewing people. Yeah, 100%. And this world is just it's filled with such negativity. It just bothers the crap out of me, man. It really is. People are so self-centered, especially on social media, dude. Like, it's so bad that people question my agenda. Like, seriously, I still have haters that come after me for filming. Come after me for like, why do I want to take a picture with people? I'm like, God forbid, I just want to spread some positivity in this world.
Exactly.
Like that's how bad it is.
They can't comprehend that you're actually a kind, positive, upbeat person. It's not an act. They can't get it. Yeah.
It's that crazy. The world is that crazy right now. It's scary, bro. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, they can't comprehend that. Like, God forbid somebody.
Of the time, it is bullshit.
You know what? That makes sense when you put it that way. And that's why, I guess, recently, that's why I say that's why my message is so important. I literally tell people, you need to be a gym bro. You need to spread positive energy in this world. You need to never put people down. There's almost never a reason to put people down. There's just not. No. And people just don't understand it, bro. And I'm like, dude, it's huge. It's huge.
Here's an example. Because it weighs on you, too.
Yeah, because I use this example in my little morning talks that I do, and it was basically saying I had this friend, and he went running every day on the beach, and one day he said he was having the worst day ever. But he said when he was running that day, a group of people stopped him that he didn't know, but he recognized. And all they said was, "Hey, bro, we see you run all the time, and we just wanted to tell you, good job." And he told me that moment in his life, like, changed his life, like, because he was having such a bad day. That one act, I'm all about small acts of kindness, bro. That one smile, that one gesture, that one opening a door for someone, just saying hi to someone, it can change someone's life, bro. Like, real talk, it can literally change. And I'm trying to tell people, just do that, man. Spread good love, you know.
Absolutely, bro. What are the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome? Hang on, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Is
okay.
it?
You're back now.
Okay. I'll flop it. Biggest obstacles. Oh, I've had so many. I would say I've had haters come after me because I'll say it and I'll say it one more time. I've had haters that I call it as they hate what they can't do. So I came from this one gym that, I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
It came after me. Like, they came after my filming. They came after saying I was filming in the locker rooms, which I was, but I never filmed anyone on purpose, right? But it's almost like they went out of their way to attack me or try to cancel me. I'm like, bro, like, why?
Right.
Like, so that's one obstacle. Straight haters. Most of the obstacles, which I was just telling you, was like Instagram jail. Was just learning the ins and outs of social media. I learned that you can't spam comments because I got jailed for that at 1.2. Because when I try to tell people, when you grow your social media, when I tell you I am all day commenting, like, on people's pages, because people are like, "Oh, who's this guy?" Bet they'll look at your name. They're like, "Who's this guy?" Just say, "Oh, you look good, girl." I've gained a lot of followers from just being like, "Girl, you look good in that dress."
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Yeah.
And so that another big thing. Yeah, I would say just learning the ins and outs of Instagram and how not to get jailed. My posting style, learning what's popular, what's not popular. I noticed a lot of people like the transformation photos in the fitness industry. You know, if I post up a picture of my fat ass, right? Because I used to weigh over 280 pounds. So I just post up a picture of that with my after photos, which, you know, show the muscles for the honeys. And people like that. You know, people are like, "Ooh, who's this guy?" I also noticed when I started posting up more videos. Videos just show so much more personality. They show so much more just you,
yep.
And as opposed to a picture. And again, that's kind of, I noticed more and more people gravitating towards my videos for sure, because they're like, "This guy's interesting." Yep.
Facts. What does success in life look like to you?
Man, it's cool because a lot of people keep asking me, I guess, like, what my dream job is. I honestly think I'm pursuing my dream right now. My dream, I'm a full-time nurse, which I love my job. I love my patient. He's really cool. I'm a pediatric nurse. But if I could pursue social media, do modeling and get my name out with companies that I actually resonate with, like this Young LA company, if I get sponsored by them and still be a nurse, dream job, bro. Like, that's my dream. I guess be a fitness influencer while still being a nurse. And I honestly think I'm doing it. It's pretty crazy. So
congratulations, bro. That's amazing.
Bet. We're just getting started, man.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. I really do think I have, whatever you call it, the star power, the it factor. I think I'm interesting enough. I have an interesting story, but I just know, especially in like the social media world, like, people kind of look at your follower count, you know, and that's how they judge you a little bit. 5K relative is nothing, but I promise you, I can get there.
Yeah. I know what you mean by relative, but I was watching the Gary Vee video the other day, and he was talking about, you know, some people say, "Oh, I only have 1,000 followers," and then there's other people that would kill for 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you had 1,000 people in a room and you had their attention, that's something.
Yeah. I think I for sure have big dreams. Because I also only recently got into cosplaying. When I tell you the cosplay community, man, it's so fun. People are so nice. If people don't know what cosplay is, you basically just dress up like a comic book character or an anime character. And I like modeling, so it's almost like it just was like natural. And plus, I'm into fitness. It just helps that I'm in shape. um, I'm sorry. So I have dreams of maybe becoming like a cosplay model, maybe modeling for certain companies, or just being maybe the next cosplayer. Like, because people with X amount of following that get into cosplay, they get hired to go to these conventions. Which I've only been
bro.
to. Yep, I've only been to one convention, cosplaying. And I could tell that I just was into it, and people were into it. So people like really liked my cosplay, and just I could tell I could easily be one of these, I guess, cosplay influencers. Again, I don't know the lingo, but I just think I kind of have it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sure, no, I can see it, bro. Like, you already look like a superhero, like.
I appreciate that, man. I work very, very hard. Again, fitness saved my life 100%, man. Used to be a fat ass, bro. And it's exactly, you know what? A lot of people ask me how I did it, so I need to say it here. It's as simple as eating less and moving more. I know what I'm doing because I have a degree in exercise science. Plus, I've done this for a long time. I'm very good at my nutrition and kind of like writing my own program. So it's not all, BS, but people just tend to overcomplicate it. They all think like, again, took some magic pill or something. A lot of it had to do with me quitting alcohol. You're taking 10 to 12 shots a night. Guess what? It doesn't look good on your body.
Right.
So it was like a combination of losing all my body fat from my split, stopping my alcoholism, and then I started working out like a madman at some point. That just turned me into whatever this handsome thing is. Real talk, man.
That's what's up, man.
It's the truth. It's the truth. So,
what are your thoughts about Instagram threads?
Ooh, man. It's honestly too early to tell. Everyone keeps telling me it's Twitter, but I never used Twitter my whole life. So I'm making it a goal to post up one thing on it, just to have something on it. That's it.
Like
my thoughts on it. I would say my thoughts on it. It's going to be the next thing per se. Because someone made a good example. When Instagram started pushing reels, everyone was like reserved about it, right? Because it's like, why would I do that? But from a business standpoint, I know why they're doing it, because the ads, and money's money. That's why reels are. If no one knows, guys, on Instagram, the reason why we have reels is because you can have advertisements. That's how companies make money. That's just money. I think it's the same idea behind this, I guess, Twitter, and don't cancel me, but this Elon Musk thing, and it just got controversial. So Instagram was like, let's make our own version and take over. I think it's a really smart move, honestly. I personally don't know how to use it. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I really just don't.
That's my question about it. Is I want to use it. I want to figure it out, but I don't understand how it could benefit me. And
I'm starting to think about it though. I got something.
Yeah.
All right. So you're on Instagram. Most people maybe see your stories, right? And they may see your post, but it's almost like I have a friend that's a streamer, and he will post up like either his streaming, I think, schedule, and then he can post up maybe something that he wouldn't typically post up in his Instagram. So it's almost like it's different, right? It's almost like, again, I personally don't care to fixate over it, but I can kind of see its use as a platform. If you post like different content that you wouldn't post up, again, maybe like your streaming schedule or like something like that, or your thoughts, right?
I read that it was made to start conversations, to make connections and conversations easier by people respond. I don't understand.
Oh, I can kind of see that
because
too.
There's no way until you're in, I think it's until you're in the comments, you're not talking, it's like not like you're talking to the person that posted. So if you post something,
I can actually, when you put it that way, I get it. So a lot of people want to have full conversations on a topic. So that makes sense.
I think, yeah, and that's what
but
I'm hoping for.
I only just started getting into a lot of these group chats and Instagram. So for me personally, I don't care that much because I'm in these group chats that I'm socializing in these group chats. We're having conversations about so-and-so, but I guess it's not open conversations. Right. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And that's what I've been saying is Threads feels like a group chat the entire world is in.
You know what? It makes sense that's what they wanted, I think. I think people like being a part of group chats, and it makes sense now that you put it that way. So my idea that just popped up in my head is maybe if I think of a topic that people may want to talk about, like my weight loss, bam, on my thread, I may put up an ask me anything about my weight loss. Sure. Makes complete sense, bro. I think you just solved Threads for me. So right now, if you look at my
Threads for the world, bro.
I'm just serious.
I'm put this out. You're welcome, everybody. Take advantage of it.
Like dead ass, bro. I think we just did it, bro. I can't make that shit up, bro. We just solved Threads, bro.
We did, bro.
This is a good example. Right now, people go to my Instagram. They see my pictures. They may write a comment, looking good, bro, or like whatever. But there's no conversation typically, except for in these group chats. Dude, that makes so much sense.
We figured it out, bro. We fucking figured it out.
I swear to God, bro. So with yours, yeah, it would just be like, I don't know, set up a conversation on maybe how you got this started.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
Why'd you start interviewing people? What's your background? That's crazy, bro. I swear to God, I think we just figured out Threads. That's so cool.
I'm using it as a reel like tonight, bro. We're
no, seriously, bro. Like
it's gonna be crazy.
I actually think we solved reels, bro. Like that. That's so crazy. That's nuts, man. Another reason social media has just been so fun for me is stuff like this, like just interacting with people. Man, it's so cool.
Yes.
Like it's just it's fun, and man, I don't know. It's hard to explain because when I tell you, I honestly think big man, God put me on a mission, bro. Like, there's so much that happens in my life that I'm just like, dude, just take the wheel. Like, cause like, I keep telling my viewers, my life is so random, yet not. Cause I work my butt off on my social media. But when I tell you sometimes God just throws me a bone or kind of puts me in someone's life, for example, I only just started cosplaying, and the way I started cosplaying was a teacher at my school that teaches my patient randomly. A teacher was like, "Hey, I'm going to this anime convention. You should go." And I was like, "You know what? I need to get myself back out there. I should go." Boom. Instantly sucked into this community. I'm in this group chat. I'm now into cosplaying. I'm already buying more outfits. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like I just got pushed in that direction. I did not know about less than 2 weeks ago that I would get sucked into that community. It's crazy. And the same thing with the fitness industry. It all started with me just taking some selfies with people at the gym because I love meeting people. I love talking to you. I'm like, sure. I'm interested about you. And it just kind of blossomed, right? It's just crazy.
No, I feel you, bro. It's funny because you and I have a similar story. I was in a really terrible relationship for 15 years.
And oh my God. Are you serious?
Bro, yeah. And I started my social media hustle. I swear to God, I recently put two and two together, realized the guy I've been talking to a long time put me in the first group chats that allowed me to start growing everything on January 11th. I swear.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna verify it after this interview, but it's weird. A lot of the things you were saying are really weird, and I wasn't allowed on social media the entire time I was in that relationship. So, it's a really crazy thing, but
this is crazy. Like, this is crazy, bro. So I keep telling people, like this.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost surreal. I have this saying that I always say in my videos. I can't make this shit up. Yep. This is one of those moments, bro. Yeah. I literally cannot make this shit up. Yeah. And it just keeps happening, bro. And I'm just like, that's why I'm like, big man. I believe in, so I grew up in a strict Catholic home. I'm not Catholic myself, but I started going back to church as a part of like the healing process, I guess. And I started believing in God again, bro, because when I started doing this social media stuff, even this right here, bro, I really think that it's fate. I don't know. I got pushed. God, no doubt, again,
I absolutely feel the same way about what I'm doing with this stuff, for real. I've never been so inspired. I told someone the other day, I am the strictest boss I've ever worked for in my whole life. I'm driving myself crazy with the rules I've set for myself to build this social media thing, but it's paying off. I'm 35 years old too. Getting on Instagram.
This is crazy.
Getting on Instagram as a 35-year-old.
Yes.
That had never used social media, really. I mean,
holy shit,
it's a hell of a journey to figure out what the hell Instagram is and what to do with it.
Yeah. This is cool because so it's interesting. Part of my story right now, I feel is like I'm literally documenting like my whole life, my interactions, my social media as I grow. And it's like, even me meeting you, I like just telling you, like, man, if people are trying to grow their social media, I tell them, like, you have to kind of find your niche. Yeah. What's the word? Yeah, you have to find your niche. Yeah, you got to find your groove. Mine was the fitness industry, but it was almost like I didn't do your typical, I call it the gym bro thing where they flexy flex to the music. No, mine was like, I like talking. So I make these like random videos of like just kind of like dancing, or if I'm working out, it's almost just like daily thoughts. But it sets me apart from all these other fitness influencers. So what I'm trying to tell people is, like, if you're trying to grow your social media, you got to set yourself apart, because especially on Instagram, it's too saturated, bro. It's too saturated. You have to just be different, unless you are extraordinary. My example, in the fitness industry, if you have like a freakish physique, people will probably gravitate towards it, right? I don't have the best genetics, but I have a very interesting story. So it's like I utilize that. I utilize like that, like just my story, and just kind of like I'm a talker and I'm just kind of interesting. Absolutely. So I don't do the typical fitness videos. So that would be my advice. I tell my viewers for sure, is like, you gotta set yourself apart.
And that's on any hustle. That's on any hustle. That's what I tell artists, is no one is going to find you through your music. They're going to find your music through the other thing that you offer on social media.
Yep. That's a good example. Because when I tell people, do you know how many people can sing? A lot more than you can think, right? A lot of people can sing. But it's like, who are the ones that maybe make it? And yes, sometimes you get lucky, right? I don't know. Britney Spears is like, she can't sing, but she can perform. That's another right? World. That's also world, bro. Yeah. So I guess I'm just trying to get into. Yeah, people just tend to forget that it's not about just having the talent. It's a whole lot more than that. I work my ass off on myself. I am all day interacting, all day, dude. That's literally how I met you.
Absolutely. No,
right?
Me too, bro.
Just
me
commenting.
I think we're in like 4 group chats together. Like,
yep. And when I tell you, people don't realize, and I call this the grind. I'm trying to get to a point where, you get famous enough, you don't have to be in these group chats. You don't have to be interacting. You probably don't even have to answer your viewers, because you already got your following. But when you're building yourself up, you better be the hardest. I'm always saying, I'm the hardest worker in the room, bro. I'm always working. I'm like, even right now, I'm worried that I didn't post up today. I didn't, whatever, all these chats I'm in, I'm not interacting with my viewers. I'm not answering all my comments, because every single comment to me matters, because you never know when that one connection, again, this is a good example. This is like social media promotion, just because you said hi, and I was like, what's up? And you were like, what's up? And I was like, what's up? And if I didn't say what's up, we wouldn't have this interaction. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. Exactly, for real. Damn, there was one more thing I wanted to ask about Instagram thing.
What's up?
I don't remember, but is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Man. So the weight loss, nursing school, the split, therapy. I don't know. I'm kind of a random person. I don't know. Just pick something. Mute.
If you had it now, I think you saw my post about this, but if you had a time machine and you could go to any time period, when would you go?
Oh, dude, that's crazy. I always live my life to where I go, everything in my life happened for a reason, bro. When I tell you, even right now, the position I'm in, I keep calling myself Optimus Prime, because when I tell you I'm jacked, I have a good job, like everything just aligned for me to push whatever I'm doing right now. Because at any other point in my life, things just did not align. But if I had to pick a moment, I really liked high school. I was very popular in high school. Obviously, I wasn't attached to my ex at the time, and I really think I just enjoyed high school. So I would pick my junior year of high school, because I absolutely loved high school.
Hell yeah.
I was a social butterfly. That's when I first got into shape the first time. I was just having fun, bro. Yep. So I would pick high
wasn't
school,
on
bro.
Phones.
I didn't have my bills. Yep, I had that big ass flip phone, bro, and I didn't have bills, and I was chilling, bro. So I pick high school, man.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Is there anything?
What would you pick?
Huh?
What would you pick?
Man, I'm
a hard one, right?
I'm a conspiracy theory kind of guy, and I 10,000 BC when the Sumerians were around.
Really? Why?
Bro, there was aliens.
Oh,
there was aliens. Okay. I want to go see the Nephilim. I want to see what that shit was like, bro. Like,
oh, seriously? Okay, so you're big in like the pyramids and all that.
Yeah, I would say ancient Egypt. I would say ancient Egypt, but I don't think I'd do well in ancient Egypt. Like,
I wouldn't either. I would die for sure. It's funny you say, conspiracy theory. I think some of those are true for sure. I don't know. Yeah.
Don't get me started on that, bro. We don't. You want to go get your comments? You.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Oh, that's a thread, right?
You got any big posts, anything coming up that you want to talk about?
So this coming week I'm kind of trying to get my name out in the fitness industry. This coming week, actually, like this weekend, I'm going to a bodybuilding show it's really big, and I'm actually meeting up with some of the athletes that are sponsored by the company I'm trying to network in. And I met him through social media, just like how I met you. And we plan on going out to eat. He's one of the athletes that's competing in the bodybuilding competition. Dude, when I tell you my life just naturally,
that's amazing.
Like, I didn't know. Yeah, it's great. So I'm going to a bodybuilding show. I'm actually meeting up with a lot of these, I call them gym bros, in the group chats. I'm a huge networker. So I've already got them in another chat. We got our contact information. We're going to I call it hitting a posy pose together, doing the gym bro stuff. And I want to go out to eat and root for my boy. This will be my first bodybuilding competition that I actually watch and root for somebody in it. I'm like, that's my friend.
That's
I
awesome,
consider him a friend now. And we met through social media.
That's huge.
It's crazy.
That's huge.
Right? Yeah, dude. I keep trying to tell people. I appreciate that, man. It's just going to be fun. I honestly think it's just good vibes. I love meeting people, bro, and it's just nothing but it's going to be fun for sure. So I document pretty much my life through my stories, and I can't wait to just shoot all of it. So we're going to this big gym called Alpha Land, which is like this big, it's a big influencer gym, and it's a big bodybuilding competition called Summer Shredding. It's gonna be fun, man. So I'm excited. I really am. I'm super excited,
huge, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's one more step towards your dream, bro. Like,
yes. I keep trying to tell people, man. I am a little bit crazy, but I always say it. Crazy is good for the internet, man.
facts, though.
Yes,
Facts,
it's
bro.
the truth, man.
Trust me, I've lost friends because I'm a lot, man. I'm eccentric as a motherfucker, bro. And
Really?
and I'm not
Man,
complaining because I'm way better off without those guys. It didn't hurt me. I'm not mad at it, you know.
I got you.
But yeah, it works for the internet for sure.
It really does, man. Yeah.
Right,
it's sad to say that people sometimes, I guess this is one of my, I can hear we're wrapping up, that people want to put people down or see people fail. If there's anything that, if anybody watches this, like, bring people up, guys. Like, I want to see everybody make it. Wouldn't that be cool if everybody had
there's enough out here for everybody, bro.
Thank God you get it. And I get so bothered when people just live a life of wanting to see people fail. I really don't understand it. And that's why my message is so important. Just bring people up, bro. Root for people. Like, I'm literally talking to you, and you know what, bro? I want to see you have 2 million followers next year. I would literally be so happy if I would be like, I saw, straight up, man. It's real talk, man. So,
no, absolutely. And the more you lift people up, the more people you lift up and get them in a better place. Do you think they're going to forget that?
Bet. Yeah.
Get people in a position to help you later.
Bet. You get it, bro. 100%. That's what it's about, man. Seriously.
Hell yeah, bro. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about?
I'm an open book. If you're curious, I'm a talker.
All right. I mean, tell me, you want to tell me more about the relationship?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I can do that. My college sweetheart, we met, basically right when I started college. Honestly, 15 years, man. It wasn't all bad. She taught me a lot. You definitely we went through everything together, man. Everything. We were just kids when we met, basically. Guys, when you're 19, you're a baby.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, you're a baby. You're a baby. I don't want to get into it too much, but let's just say it ended very poorly. And when I say I never knew someone I used to love to do such hurtful things, like malicious things, bro. Like I that's what broke me. I couldn't comprehend what was happening to me. I don't wish that upon anybody, bro. Like, I literally, at moments, my jaw was dropped. Like, is this happening right now? Because people are I don't know, maybe when people are mad or they're desperate, they do hurtful things. But I'm telling you guys, don't do that. It's not worth it. I was also in a position where I could have done malicious things, but my family members talked me out of it. When I tell you, I wanted to do some malicious things back for sure. I remember my brother told me, "You want to sleep good at night, Jonathan?" I said, "I do, man." And when I tell you, I was hurt, man, and I wanted to fight back. He told me to do the right thing, man. And that's another reason I have integrity right here on my. That means a lot to me. Doing the right thing, guys. I tell you, I wanted to do some hurtful things, and I had the ability to, for sure. But I remember my brother Scotty, man, he convinced me, bro. He was like, "You want to sleep good at night? Do the right thing." And that was probably one of the hardest things I had to do in my life, was to do the right thing and try to do right by her at the end. So that for sure was life-changing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, trust me. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly how you feel. But the thing is, perspective brings positivity. Yeah. And there's there's a girl I interviewed, and she has a phrase that's darkness breeds resilience.
Darkness breeds resilience. Bet. It's kind of like all this, even though it sucked, it made me into, again, I keep saying, I'm a very humorous person. I keep calling myself Optimus Prime because, dude, I'm in my prime. She made me whatever this is right now, man. And it's almost like I'm grateful. It sucked, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, you know what? It pushed me in some weird position because I'm in a weird spot. Not a weird spot. I'm in a gracious spot now where I have people that reach out to me and they're like, "Thank you. Your videos, like, I don't know, they cheer me up. I had a son and a father. It was like, hey, we watch you every morning because I do these little funny dancing things every morning from start to finish. I kind of vlog my life, and just to have someone from New Zealand tell me,
That's so cool,
bro. Yeah, he's like, he messaged me and was like, bro, we watch you every morning, and I was just like, seriously, like. That's cool.
That's amazing.
Like, yeah, and it almost just gave me that like fire of like I got to keep going, right? And when I tell you, it's just been more and more people just being like, you got to keep going. Like we love watching you, we love your story, we appreciate you, and that's kind of what's been reigniting, or maybe just like keeping that fire going, man. Because at one point, real talk, I was like, why am I doing this? Again, I started off with 500 followers, bro. At one point, I got jailed for the first time. I had maybe like 800 followers. I'm like, why am I doing this? I really was just like, for some reason, I was like, just keep going. And then it's just been evolving ever since, man. And I tell you, consistency, and the more I just do this every day. And it's almost like more followers, more people, more connections, more interviews. Yep. It got me to do, again, I did one interview meeting a person at the gym. He was like, oh, I do interviews on people. I want to interview you. Same thing. So the more I just talk or the more I post,
yep,
you just meet people. It just keeps growing, man. I'm literally in the middle of it. So it's been pretty crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. And honestly, I've met the most interesting and the best people I have ever met in my life on this online hustle, and they're all over the world.
Bet. Yeah,
I have cool, close friends in Australia, in Serbia, all over Canada. I have half the people I know live in Canada, and it's just these are people I would have never ever met in my life.
Yeah. So yeah, where are you located?
I'm by Atlanta.
By Atlanta. Oh, okay, man, you kind of my people. So I'm from Mississippi, so I've been that way a few times. That's cool. So if I'm ever in Atlanta, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, for sure.
Go out to eat or something. Yeah.
This has been Karikter Asked It with Jon Cu. Appreciate your time, bro. I really enjoyed it.
Cool. I enjoyed it too, man. Much love for real.
All right, you too, man. See you next time.